Today, we bring you the powerful story of a man whose life reflects resilience, transformation, and redemption. A man who, despite the odds, found his path, embraced his heritage, and made a lasting impact on the world around him. This is the story of Gregson, a Métis man born on the Côte Reserve, whose journey is filled with struggles, triumphs, and a relentless drive to overcome adversity. Born into a world of complexity and hardship, Gregson's story begins on the Côte Reserve, a place where he would encounter both his roots and the challenges that come with them. At a young age, he was adopted, a decision that would alter the course of his life in ways he couldn't have imagined.
And the doctor said that the arteries they move around.
Well, I think that's a natural reflex for them to try to move out of the way.
But I got in there good. I was like zigzagging it, and it just still didn't work. Damn it. Oh well. Maybe a train will do it.
Well, I can be very honest with you, Kevin. If you ever
get out of here, yeah. Well, so I can get on the train.
That's if.
If I don't care.
But adoption wasn't the only challenge he faced. His early years were marked by tension and conflict with his adoptive parents. These difficult relationships made it hard for Gregson to find his footing, and for a time, he struggled with his sense of belonging. As a young man, Gregson's life took another turn as he found himself in trouble with the law. Like many who face trauma early in life, the anger, confusion, and search for identity led him down a destructive path. It seemed like his story could have ended here, just another life lost to hardship. But something within Gregson began to shift, a realization that his circumstances didn't define him.
I want to die.
You're a young man, Kevin. You have a ton of things going for you.
No, I don't.
You have a beautiful wife.
She's going to leave me for this. I'm not stupid. I know my wife. She's going to be gone after this.
You'll always have a son. You're always a father. Do you have any other children?
Yeah, a couple more.
When you hurt yourself, or when you cut your neck the first time, you said you did it 3 times today?
Oh, I did 6. I did 3 on one side. I just dug it in. Nope, and then because it's supposed to work.
But did you have it bandaged up when you went to the hospital?
Yeah, because I was bleeding everywhere. It was
so where'd you get the bandaging?
At my house.
Oh, okay.
I just got some Band-Aids, put them on it.
Okay.
That's all. And then I put another one on top of it because like I'd get dressed and then all of a sudden down my front and be like, gross.
It was during this turbulent time that Gregson found his first true sense of purpose: service. He joined a missionary group, embarking on a journey that would not only challenge him but would also provide him with a deeper understanding of himself and the world. Through this work, Gregson was able to focus on something bigger than his own struggles, a connection to others, and to the greater good.
Yeah, I said, give me your car, I need it.
And did you have any weapons? You have your knife?
No.
Did you have your gun?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I waved it around.
Yeah. Whereabouts in the parking lot was it? I know the parking lot pretty well.
Right in front of Tim's.
Well, there's a police station right across the street.
You know, that's what makes it even really audacious.
Well, why didn't you just go over there and wait for a police officer if you were looking for a gun?
I actually was. I drove around their lot about 3 times looking for a guy, but they were all off shift.
It's cold out.
Well, I don't know, it was in between shifts because when I came over to the hospital, I was passed by 3 cars, and they're heading back because I guess shift was over for them over there.
They were heading back. You were going down a green. I don't follow you.
I was going to the hospital, and I just drove past.
Where were you between the time you took the carjacking, and the murder? Where were you?
At home.
Washing
my clothes, washing the bed.
As he moved forward, Gregson took on roles in healthcare, further solidifying his dedication to helping others. But the most defining chapter of his life had yet to come. Despite his troubled past, Gregson eventually found himself joining the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, an institution that has long stood as a symbol of law, order, and national identity.
Just told them goodbye. Then they drove around looking for me.
How do you know that?
Because they sent me an email.
How do you know you had an email?
Because I checked on the computer when I was at home.
Oh, it's on the computer at your house?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the laptop.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to get a search warrant for your house. You understand that, right?
Hmm?
Okay. And did you respond to the email?
No.
Okay.
Sorry to say goodbye.
And goodbye, did you tell him what the goodbye meant? Like,
Yeah,
not I'm
well,
traveling to Europe. But
No, I just said I tried to cut my throat and it didn't work, so I had to go find something else, and I wasn't going to drown myself, because with my luck, I would fall in the water and I wouldn't drown. So I had to find a weapon. I even drove by all the donut shops until it clicked in hospital. No, I'm not being disparaging with donuts with the guys. It's just like we always went to the donut shops because they're open all night.
why, and you take a break.
And you take a break.
We're allowed to have breaks, right? Union breaks.
Yeah, well, we don't have a union, but that's what you do at the coffee shop. People think it's because we're lazy or something, but it's just because they're open.
Sure.
And you get that sugar fixed too when you're tired working late shifts.
You still think like a cop, Kevin.
I know.
Do you feel sorry for what happened?
Oh, absolutely. There's nothing I can do. Nothing can be done. Like you said, you can't take back.
Well, there is. You could say sorry.
Are you? Well, to who?
Somebody will be watching this someday.
Yeah, I know. They're not gonna. Watch this. His kids. Oh my gosh, he has kids.
How do you know?
Because Thompson told me. No, some.
This was no ordinary career path for Gregson. It was, in many ways, a confrontation with his own past. The RCMP was an organization steeped in history, one with both personal and cultural significance for Gregson. Yet, it was here, through his service, that he was able to finally face the struggles of his youth head-on. He wasn't just enforcing the law, he was working toward his own healing. The very institution he once saw as part of the problem was now where he found redemption, strength, and clarity.
Talk to you.
Yeah, that's good. I wouldn't want to talk to me either.
You're not evil, Kevin.
No.
You've done something evil, and I'm trying to understand why.
I just wanted a gun. I wanted to kill myself. That's all.
But you left a big piece of the puzzle out.
What's that?
What happened?
My lawyer says not to say. My police instincts say not to say, and that's it.
Well,
So
you're the
I'll
one that
just
gets
wait.
to decide in here.
Yeah.
There's just you and me here.
No, it's not. There's a video camera. And guys are watching, and every time they think of a question, they call you on the phone. That's what we do too.
I mean, you're all by myself, man.
You have a phone, and they call you because they're watching.
No, they can't call me.
Doesn't matter.
There may be people watching, but this
that's
is
what we
your
do,
time,
too.
Kevin. Well,
I don't.
we operate a little differently. This is your time. Like I said, this would be a perfect opportunity for you to say sorry. This would be a perfect opportunity for you to fill in the blanks. Like I said, like that's why I put you to that position to you. If someone came to you and said, "Hey, give me your gun," as a police officer, you know exactly what would happen. You would not give your gun up. So I don't get where you think that you could go and approach a uniformed officer or anybody in the security industry and say, "Give me your gun." You're wearing 2 bulletproof vests, Kevin.
No, you're wanting me to give you a statement again.
Well, I'm trying to understand, Kevin. And I'm sure everybody is. There's probably at least 800,000 people in this city who are trying to understand.
Yeah.
And there'll be probably hundreds of thousands of people in a couple days trying to understand. And this is your time to make them understand, or to let them understand what happened. Because for the reasons I already stated, you don't approach a police officer. You know as well as I do, Kevin, if I were to touch your gun when you're in uniform, you know what you're trained to do. I know what I'm trained to do. I just have a hard time grasping what it is, what was going through your mind. Like I said, we have witnesses, we have stuff, we have evidence. I don't think that in my opinion, is not a question. The question is why. And with all due respect, Kevin, I don't think you wanting to end your life justifies the actions that you took. That's my opinion. There'll be a trier of fact who will judge that, not me. I just don't get it. And I'd be doing the very same thing if you were the person that had their life ended. And I'd be talking to you just the very same if you were the cop, which you are. You are a Mormon, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think your religion, I think, tells you your damnation is yours, right?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to hell.
Yeah. So why didn't you slit your wrists?
Because it doesn't work when you cut your
It does
wrists.
if you cut them the right way.
Well, even you cut along with that, they'll bunch up together. The best thing is the throat. I should have done the leg maybe. I don't know.
Femoral artery?
Yeah. But I didn't know. After it didn't work, and I was like, whatever, I need a gun.
When did you decide you needed a gun? What time?
I don't know.
What time did you cut your neck at?
7.
Gregson's journey is a testament to the power of human resilience and the strength of the spirit. His story teaches us that no matter how rough the start, no matter how deep the struggle, there's always room for growth, healing, and transformation. It shows us that redemption isn't just possible, it's a choice.
And
Was it before or after midnight?
it was way before that.
Okay. And then you went back home? You went to see your
I went to
parents?
see my parents, then I went home. And
Did you do anything else?
no, I just I cleaned up. It was a real mess. And then I kept spurting on the right side all the time. I'd just be standing there and start spurting. So I had to wash my clothes a couple times. And then I figured I wasn't coming back, so I just enjoyed laying on my sofa.
Why did you figure you were not coming back?
Because I could have been shot and killed at the hospital. It was suicide by cop.
Well, you were wearing a bulletproof vest, 2 of them, as a matter of fact. How did you figure that was going to happen?
I don't know if he got lucky, hit me in the head. Triple tap, eh? 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. That's
Kevin Reed Gregson, born August 30, 1966, is a former Royal Canadian Mounted Police RCMP officer convicted of the murder of Ottawa Police Constable Eric Czapnik in the early morning of December 29, 2009. At the end of December 2009, Gregson raped a 10-year-old girl 4 times. In the early morning of December 29, 2009 at approximately 4:30 a.m., Gregson stabbed and killed Constable Eric Czapnik at the emergency entrance of the Ottawa Civic Hospital. After the incident, Gregson was apprehended by civilian bystanders as well as 4 members of the Ottawa Paramedic Service before being transferred to police custody.
I know you really want to know. I can't tell you. I'll tell my lawyer and he can tell you.
Well, that's you know better than me. That's not how this works.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter. I'm screwed either way. It doesn't matter.
Kevin, it does matter.
Oh, it does matter. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I can't even die.
A letter?
No.
You're just checking out?
Checking out.
Why so defeatist, Kevin?
I'm not defeatist. It's not defeatism. I'm just going. I'm leaving. I'm just going
Well,
over there.
lots of people say that you're
That's
you're
not
just
what
giving
I
up.
believe. That's not what I think.
You've just given up.
No, I'm just going.
You seem rather matter of fact about it.
Yeah.
How does someone get so resolved to say, you know what, that's the way I'm going? How does someone do that?
Because I've been this way for 5 years.
He claimed he killed Czapnik as part of a suicide attempt on his part. He wanted a gun because he couldn't do it with the knife he had. He later said in a police video that, "My intent was to die. So I needed a gun. Police officers have guns, so I went to a hospital." He said during the interrogation and testimony he tried to cut his own throat in the bathtub that night. He partially blamed his conduct on cranial colloid cysts he believed he had.
And now I realize, holy shit, that would have been the stupidest thing in the world because I couldn't have cut my throat anyways. And that's what kept me going, the fact that I could die and leave at any time. And this has been going on since 2005. And that's what's kept me going. So I've been suicidal for 5 freaking years. So for me, it's no big deal. It sucks to be me. So it's just things like that. And it was just getting to me. Then they took my pay.
That was this summer, right?
No, that was They kept it going until November. Then
Oh,
they took
okay.
it. But the thing they did wrong was they tied it into the panel, which they can't do, and that screwed themselves.
Okay.
Plus, when they took it...
So why? So there's my point. That's my point.
Yeah.
So you said they can't do this, and you've appealed this stuff. So why, at this juncture, do you decide, well, Kevin Gregson's checking out? Why? What now? I don't get it. I really don't.
Because I have $30.
Because you have a beautiful son. You have a wife that stood by you
I know.
to this point. You have children out west that'll always stand by you.
No, they won't. They
And
won't
you
talk
have
to
your
me.
church or your
Church
religion.
is a joke.
Your religion.
It's just time. I had enough.
Big noise.
And I just lived with it, and I controlled it.
How did you control it, though? I mean,
I
if
just
you're
controlled it.
aggressive, how does that work?
I just controlled it. That's all.
You didn't control. You didn't have very much control today.
I wasn't aggressive to it. Like, I don't know. It's just, I kind of live with it, and I just kind of control it. Like, tonight I wasn't aggressive. That wasn't aggression at all.
I think a lot of people would disagree with you.
That's okay.
How? Well, then you'd need to define what you consider to be aggressive.
That wasn't aggression.
Taking someone's life with a knife is not aggressive. I think you'd have a hard time selling that anywhere. Just my point of view.
Mm-hmm.
What would you consider to be aggressive then?
Asserting yourself. Things like that.
Asserting yourself? Is that what you said? Is that what you said? Asserting yourself?
Yeah.
Do you think you're a fair person?
I was. I'm not anymore.
Why?
I'm a monster now.
Because of this?
Oh, yeah.
Or before?
No, because of this.
Do you think it's unjustified? That label? I mean, it's the label you've given yourself. Do you think it's accurate?
Oh, I was thinking about that today because I told my dad that I'm a monster. And the thing is that humans are monsters.
12. The Ottawa Police Service charged Gregson with first-degree murder, robbery and using an imitation firearm in the commission of an offense. 13. On March 13, 2012, a jury returned a guilty verdict for the charges of first-degree murder and robbery, with a sentence of life imprisonment with the possibility of parole after 25 years. 4. When the sexual assault of the 10-year-old girl was discovered shortly after Gregson's initial sentencing, he was sentenced to another 10 years in September 2012. The sentence is to be served concurrently.
If you thought you were a monster, you said because of this, and I said you answered yes. But you thought you had some thoughts about being a monster prior to that.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because humans. I'm a human being.
I'm a human being too.
Yeah.
We do the same thing, Kevin.
Not really.
No? Why is that?
I'm sitting here in the zoot suit, and
Yeah. Well,
I've done
the allegation against you is that you took somebody's life.
Yeah.
We're on opposite sides of the table. We still do the same thing. They obviously hired us for the same reason.
Yeah. So, whatever.
I just don't know how you get to the conclusion.
To me, all people are bad. That's it.
That's problematic for me.
Well, yeah, I know, but that's how I view it. I look at everybody and they're all bad, and that's it. And they sometimes exhibit a bit of good, but for the most part they're bad. And that's it. And that's being human.
Well, that's glass half empty. It's not human. It's glass half empty. You choose to do that. That's not necessarily true. Mm-hmm. It's like the people that say the glass is always half full and everything's all rosy. Well, that's not true either.
Yeah.
Right? I mean...
I have my view, you have yours.
Sure.
You want to be an optimist? I'm not. I'm a pessimist. I'm a realist.
Okay, well, you're a pessimist. I don't know that you're a realist.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, you're being aggressive.
I'm not being aggressive.
No, you're being assertive.
I made a point. Whether you agree or disagree, it's on the table. Whether you accept it or not, that's one thing. It's like you saying you didn't murder the officer. Well,
I didn't.
Well, how do you classify that then? That's the question, I guess.
I'm going to talk to my lawyer about that.
If I tried to take your anything right now, say we're on the street, you and me, and you're walking down the street towards me, and you have a laptop case and a laptop over your shoulder, and I try to take it because I want it, because I need one. What's your response? It's on a little laptop here. What's your response?
I can't talk to you. You know that.
Well, we are talking.
No, you're gonna try and try and try and try. It's okay. I have to talk to my lawyer. I can't. He won't even see me till Innis, so I gotta wait.
Well, you are the person who makes the decisions in this room.
Actually, I'm not.
Actually, you are.
Well, I've decided not to talk to you about stuff. Just because of my own experience as a police officer, and also because Israel, what's his name? Last name?
Genscher.
Genscher says not to.
And
I understand enough that I do understand the magnitude of what's happened here. Like when the guy says you're a piece of shit, and the guy's dead. It's like, oh, holy shit! It's like, oh no. Okay.
Like you said downstairs, the drama's over.
Yeah, it is over. I'm not gonna get upset. It's done. I tried to die and I couldn't die. I can't die.
It's not about you.
I know it's not about me, but I'm just saying.
It stopped being about you when he took his life.
Yeah, and I'm just saying.
In the execution of his duty. That's where we need to get straight here.
Saying is that I'm not gonna go and cause trouble. I'm just gonna.
What trouble could you cause?
With these boys? Could they all walk around me and they're getting ready to scrub me in case I go nuts or something? The nuts part is all done. It
is done.
I tried to take my life and it didn't work. So now
but you keep talking about you. You keep talking about you.
Of course, I'm going to talk about me.
That's a choice you made about ending your life.
Yeah, it didn't work.
No, I know. That's a choice you made. You made other choices for other people, including myself and a bunch of children, including your own.
Yeah, I know.
We don't get to decide. You chose. So I think it's we need to just move away a little piece about you. Move away from that.
Buddy,
you don't have to trust. You shouldn't trust me.
You're not building trust with me right now. Now you're badgering me, and I'm not going to talk to you. Do I have to sit here and be real quiet? Until you, or are you going to make me sit here for hours and hours and hours?
Do anything you want.
Okay.
Except leave.
I know.
You're under arrest.
I know. Yep, I know.
And
I'm charged with first degree.
Well, you're not charged with anything yet.
So.
But based on the information that we have.
That's what you're going to lay charges. That's okay. That's what you're going to do, and that's how the process works.
Yeah, I got the process, and I know that you're a cop, Kevin, and I know that you know all about this. And
no, actually, I don't.
You had the same course.
But I did have the same course, yes.
Yeah, and
I'm in big trouble.
Yeah,
but you seem know that,
Kevin. You seem all matter of fact right now.
I am very matter of fact.
You know what?
Matter of fact.
That's not going to go well for you.
A person has to be who they are. I'm not going to put on a show for anyone. I'm not going to look at the thing about me. The way at my work, how they describe me is I'm very brutally honest and I'm awkward because I don't get up and I don't try and I don't pass the buck. I don't.
That's exactly what you're doing.
No, I'm not.
You think that somehow this whole event is acceptable because you are only trying to find a gun to kill yourself. That's what it's coming off as, Kevin. I'm just the spectator in this. I'm just watching. That's how it's coming off to me. That's why I said we got to stop talking about you. The fact that you chose to end your life or to check out, that you're okay with that, doesn't mean that the rest of the world is okay because you made choices for other people tonight. That's what I'm trying to get through to you.
Yeah, but you do understand that'll be my defense.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah, so there's no point. Like this whole thing is mental health act. It's written all over it. It's like.
How do you figure that?
Because I know.
How do you figure this is mental health act?
Because I'm messed up.
Because you're depressed. Is that what you're trying to tell me? We've conversed here like two people sitting on bar stools in a bar.
And
That's my point. And the truth is the truth.
yep, and it shall set you free.
Or condemn you.
Or condemn you. Yeah.
Pretty philosophical for two flatfoots. But
I've been a cop for 5 years.
well, there's two things that are going to happen. You're going to be charged.
I'm going to be charged.
Right.
I could go to
You're
jail
either
for a
going to be
long time.
convicted or not convicted.
Yeah.
That's the way this is going to go.
Yeah.
And witnesses and evidence is evidence, and witnesses are witnesses, and they say what they say. And you have the opportunity right now to look up at the camera and tell that widow and those children
You said
that
they're
you're
not
sorry.
going to watch it.
Oh, they'll be watching. I said everyone's going to watch this at some point.
Yeah. Even my people out there, CMP. How embarrassing.
Everyone's going to watch. It's embarrassing. You think this is embarrassing?
Yeah.
That's all you can think of. This is going to be embarrassing.
You went from flatfoot to, oh, it's going to be embarrassing.
No. You think this is embarrassing? Is that what you want the family to hear? Is that what you want the citizens of this free country? Is that what you want people to know about you? Is that you think this is embarrassing?
Flatfoot to embarrassing. Now you're trying to make me feel bad or something. I already feel bad.
You do. Well, then say it.
Huh? I already did a few times.
No. You think this is embarrassing. You don't know how this will impact the RCMP. You're worried about the image, your image. You have a lot more problems than that, my friend.
Yeah. That's okay. It's who I am. If I get locked up for it, I get locked up for it. You're not my friend. I don't have any friends. At all. And I don't need friends. Because my dad's like that. He once told me, he says, you know what? When you have friends, you gotta go and be nice and do things to be acceptable to them. So if you do your own thing, you can do your own thing. You don't have to worry about it. And I have picked up that philosophy. And that's it.
Well, you have to know that since people pulled you off or intervened in the stabbing, that we have at least one eyewitness. You know that, right?
There was a girl and a guy and a guy. No, wait. A girl and a guy. The guy had me in a bear. Pretty good. And the girl, she had grabbed my arm, and another girl came and kicked the knife.
Okay, so that would be
That's three people.
That would be three witnesses, right? At least.
Yeah.
In this day and age, you know about video surveillance and cameras and, right?
Yeah.
Eye in the sky, Big Brother, all that stuff, all going. Could be working against you, right?
I don't. It doesn't matter. You know, the courts will decide what happens, and whatever the courts decide, I'll accept.
You had three knives or two?
Two.
The knife,
The big one, the Peacekeeper.
the piece. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's called a Peacekeeper. It's a NATO issue. You can buy them at like any
Knife shop,
store, knife
yeah.
shop, yeah.
And
And then
you
a
had
little one.
You had a Swiss Army in your pocket?
No, it's not Swiss. It's just a. That was just.
Are you considered to be somewhat of a knife expert, or
I guess.
you don't have any? Do you have any specific training other than the stuff you mentioned about knives?
It's
Sharp
just,
edge training?
with my work.
Okay, with your work, I mean.
Yeah, and then you just pick up stuff on your own.
Okay.
Knife work is pretty basic.
Yeah.
People make a big deal about dancing around and crap, but it's all about it's all prison yard rush. That's all knife work is,
Yeah.
and that's it. Yeah, and then that didn't work, so I had to get a gun.
Right.
I can't believe it. I
So why didn't you try to buy one on the street?
Buy one on the street?
Yeah.
From who? I could have just borrowed one. A long
Yes, you
gun
could
from
have.
someone.
Yes, you could have. That's part of the
But the
idea.
knife was supposed to work, and it didn't work.
Okay, so why didn't you just borrow a rifle from somebody? Why didn't you go to Canadian Tire and buy a shotgun?
Because I don't have a...
Why didn't you know somebody that has a weapon, break in their house and take it?
No, because it's more accessible from a member.
I'd say it's not accessible at all.
Do you have
For the very reason is that you would never give up your gun, and neither would I, under no circumstance. That's not accessible. That's you making a choice to go do that. That's not accessible at all. Like I said, that's about a choice you made. You've had choices now, you had choices yesterday. You've had choices the whole time. Go and steal one. That's available. Going to a police officer and trying to disarm them to take their sidearm, not available. Did you want the officer to shoot you and kill you?
No, I just want his gun.
Right, so you could kill yourself.
Yeah, at my house. On my sofa. Or in the bathtub. And it would work.
I need to use the washroom. Would you like some water?
No, thank you.
Okay, I'll be back in a second.
Oh gosh, what a mess. Ugh. What a mess. Oh, damn. What a mess, what a mess, what a mess. Gosh. I'll get in trouble, I'll get in trouble. Yep, I do. Damn. Fuck it. Shit. Damn it. I'm so fucked. Damn. It's always happening. Mm-hmm. Wow. Jeez Louise.
Did you consider any other manner of death? Any other way of ending your life?
My thing was the knife.
Yeah.
And
But I mean, when the
gun
knife didn't
was
work,
just the gun. And I thought about pills, but I didn't want to take the chance that it wouldn't work.
well, they'll work. You know they work. You've seen one.
If you take the right amount, but like
Just take them all.
that won't do with me. Look how I'm healthy. I'm not gonna. With my luck, I will just end up damaging all my organs. I'm not gonna go around and be a.
So you think it's good?
Gimpy.
You think you have good luck? You would be able to survive any other fashion
That's
of
not good
suicide?
luck.
Well,
That's
you
what I
call it
thought
bad
about.
luck. Some people would say good luck.
That's what I considered knife. That was what I thought about for a long time, and it didn't work. So I went to the gun. That's all. That's it. That was my thought process.
So why would you involve another innocent party in your own death?
That's how I was thinking.
Pardon?
That's how I was thinking. I just wanted a gun. I just wanted to die. I still do. I don't want to live now. But it's just the way it's worked out.
So you and
if I go into the pen system, maybe I can get involved in the gang and I'll get whacked. There you go. Then I'll be dead there.
So you involved another innocent party, another innocent member of this society. Because you couldn't think of any other way to get a gun.
I didn't think of him as being innocent. I just thought of him as someone who possessed the weapon that I wanted.
You don't think he's innocent?
I didn't think of him as an innocent. I thought of him as a person who possessed a weapon that I wanted.
So he became a target because he had something you wanted. Well,
Target?
He's not innocent. If he's not innocent, then he's the target of what you were doing.
I just wanted the gun. That's all I wanted. I wanted the gun. I wanted to die. I wanted the gun.
Why didn't you get up on the Queensway and stand in front of a tractor trailer?
I didn't think about that. I thought it would jump.
So you thought it'd be easier to go and confront a police officer to get his gun? Yeah. You thought that would be easier?
Why do you think I was carrying cuffs?
You were gonna abduct him.
I know. I was just gonna cuff him.
So because you thought he'd go with you, is that it?
No, because I'm stronger than him.
How do you know that?
Because I'm freakishly strong. No,
I am. You think quite highly of yourself.
I am. I have lots of experience in restraint. It's no big deal.
So how did a paramedic wrestle you to the ground and keep you there if you're so strong?
Because I didn't. Once he took me down, I stopped. It was done. I was telling him to watch the crime scene. Everyone was walking all over it.
So you're concerned about the crime scene at that point?
No, I wasn't. I was just saying, hey, you guys, watch where you're walking.
So you thought, in your mind, it would be easy to handcuff a police officer and take his gun.
Yeah.
You thought, in your mind, that was...
Yeah. But the thing is that I was trying to kill myself.
That's what you're alleging, yes.
Not alleging. That didn't work. So I got it in my head, gun. So I went looking for one. I drove everywhere. I drove down past the donut shops. I thought maybe one guy would pull me over because I'm in a car that's hot. They didn't. 3 guys drove past me. They didn't stop me. I'm surprised at that. Wow. Don't these guys pay attention? And then I figured, the hospital, because I used to take clients there. And so it's going to be loaded with police officers. And I'll go there and just grab one from someone. Quick, gone. And it's done.
So you expect...
And then, yes, I did. And then I'd come home and I'd do my thing. And I could sit there and stare at the wall for a while, then just do it. And then I'm done. In my house, in my home, where I'm safe. But it's not my home anymore. But that's irrelevant in that sense. But that's what I was doing. I wasn't thinking about all these other things. I was just thinking about dying and getting a gun.
I think that you didn't have the moxie to kill yourself or the knowledge. You think you profess it and possess it. And I think that you didn't have it, so you know as well as I do from your police training that you pull a knife out within 6 feet of a police officer.
Suicide by cop.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Why was I wearing 2 vests?
That's right. So the other alternative is that you intended to do what you wanted to do, and that you were going to engage other people, other innocent members of the public, other police officers whom you have no grudge against, who are actually somewhat your brethren.
That's true. That's what that guy told me. He said, you're a dirtbag. You went after one of your own. And it's true.
That's right. You went after one of your own. That's my point.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Well, it's not just bad. It's tragic, my friend.
It's evil.
Well,
no, it is. It is. What a mess.
So which is it?
Huh?
Why didn't you stand in front of a tractor trailer? Why didn't you take the pills?
I didn't think of that. I got it in my head about the gun. And the pills don't work. As far as I'm concerned, with the way my body is, it wouldn't work. And I'm not going to go around being a gimp. I want to be dead. And that's it. So the gun was the next option. That's what I thought. That's what I went and did.
Well, if the wounds to your neck were that serious, you'd still be in the hospital. You know that? Because they did a CAT scan on you. And I know from speaking to the officer.
Any of the things, I know. And you think I didn't.
So you really didn't damage anything when you put the knife in there. Right. So your behavior tonight.
Oh, it was atrocious. It was criminal. It was evil.
Well, it is criminal. Yeah, you killed somebody.
Yeah.
And you went there with a purpose.
No, I went there to get a gun.
Yeah, and what I'm saying to you is that's not plausible. or believable?
To you, and that's what you're saying, but the thing is, when I go into the courts will hear what I have to say, and they'll decide what they want to say. You can get up there and say what you have to say, but it's up to
No,
them.
it doesn't matter what I say.
System, or whoever.
It's what your trier of fact will believe or understand.
Yeah, and that's okay. I'm okay with that.
So you didn't consider drowning?
I did. I talked to my mom and dad. I said, I don't want to drown. Gross. Because with my luck, I'll survive it.
Because you're extra tough.
Yes.
You wouldn't want to do pills because you don't know how much to take. Even though if you took them all, it would kill you. You know very well. You've seen it before.
Not
you
necessarily with me.
Right, you're that...
I am that tough.
Okay, so you don't want to hang yourself.
No, because I saw a guy do that, and that's no way to do it.
Right, so there's a dignified way out of killing yourself.
It wasn't really a dignified way. The guy was kicking.
So the better way, what you're trying to tell me, and what you want me to believe,
was the gun thing.
Yeah, what you want me to believe is, and what you're going to want someone to believe someday, is that you went in, you approached a police officer, and had every intentions of disarming him, handcuffing him, and expecting him to say, "Okay."
Didn't matter what he said.
I mean, you stabbed this officer to death, and you still didn't get his gun. Do you even know how to take our guns out of our holsters?
Well, hey, that's right. Oh my gosh.
Do you even know how to do that?
No.
No. So how are you going to do that?
I didn't think of that.
No. So
you think of a lot of things.
Or that's what you want me to believe?
Yep.
That's what you want me to believe, or that's the truth?
That's what I'm going to tell the court, and that's the truth. Because in ours, you got to do a rock, eh? To bring it out. Your guy's, he had a latch on it, so he couldn't pull it out. If he had been able to, didn't have that latch, he could have pulled it out and gotten rid of me.
Oh, don't worry, he knows how to get his gun out. Don't worry.
Oh.
It had nothing to do with the latch. The latch's not for him.
30 minutes. 30 seconds.
Did he even go to his gun?
Yes, he did. We were both grabbing for it. Never mind. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Yeah, I might regret this. If he didn't have that latch, he would have been okay.
Why, you would have got the gun?
He would have got the gun out and shot me.
Or you would have got it?
No, I wouldn't have gotten it. He had his hand on it. He
What
was pulling it out.
What did you say to him?
I didn't say anything to him.
How'd you get him out of the car?
I'm not telling him. I'm going to keep that to myself. You'll hear this story. He would have had his gun out, but he was jamming the gun. It was stuck. That's stupid. I can't believe you people do that. On our guns, we have the lock, so you can just, if you do quick draw, you just draw it, it comes out. But no one has latches on their guns. Like, it's too much of an extreme of safety.
Well, how close were you then? How close?
I was on top of him.
Well, maybe clothing jammed. Do you know?
No.
You mean on top of him, as in on top of him, or
I was on
right
top
in front of him?
I was on top of him. We're on the ground. Okay, never mind. But if you didn't have that latch, he would have been okay. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
The style of holster we have.
I know. They give us our vests and they tell us in depth, at least when I was there, they said the purpose of your vest is to stop a 9mm. It won't stop a 40 caliber. It won't stop a 45 caliber. But if someone gets your gun, it'll protect you from your own gun. The vest.
What caliber of gun do we carry?
40 caliber. That's why I had two vests. But yeah. If he had our holster, he'd have been okay.
Maybe if he had your holster, you'd have got the gun away from him.
No, not the way he was.
What do you mean, not the way he was?
He was fighting.
Of course he was. He was fighting for his life.
Yeah.
And you were stabbing him in the throat.
No, at that point. 30 seconds. Don't be upset with me. I have to ask you something. What was his name?
His name was Eric.
Eric. Okay.
His badge number was 1907. He's got 2 small children.
Yes. I know.
No, actually, he has 4 children. He has a wife. Like you. Like me.
Yep.
And you chose, not him. You left him with no options. You made that choice. He was there at the hospital helping somebody, a victim of.
Through every challenge he faced, Gregson proved that the path to redemption isn't linear. It's filled with detours, setbacks, and moments of doubt, but through unwavering determination, a commitment to service, and a deep connection to his roots, Gregson found his way. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through Gregson's life. We hope his story reminds you that no matter where you come from or what you've been through, there's always the possibility of a brighter future. The power of the human spirit is infinite, just like the courage to change and grow.